Welcome to this tutorial on if-else-if-else statements in PowerShell. This is one of the most powerful control flow structures you'll use in your scripts. It allows you to test multiple conditions in sequence and execute different code blocks based on which condition evaluates to true. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to build decision trees that can handle complex logic with multiple possible outcomes. Let's start with the basic syntax. An if-else-if-else structure begins with the if keyword, followed by a condition in parentheses and a code block in curly braces. Next comes the else-if keyword with its own condition and code block. You can have as many else-if clauses as you need. Finally, the else keyword provides a default code block that runs if none of the previous conditions were true. Notice that else-if is written as one word in PowerShell, not two separate words. Here's how PowerShell evaluates this structure. First, it tests the initial if condition. If that condition is false, PowerShell moves to the next else-if condition and tests it. This process continues down the chain until PowerShell finds a true condition. Once a true condition is found, PowerShell executes that code block and then skips all remaining else-if and else clauses. If all conditions are false, the else block executes as a catch-all. Let's look at a practical example. We have a variable called score set to 85. The first condition checks if score is greater than or equal to 90. That's false, so we move on. The second condition checks if score is greater than or equal to 80. This evaluates to true because our score is 85. PowerShell outputs grade:(b) and then exits the entire structure. The remaining else-if and else clauses are never evaluated. When we run this script, the output is grade:(b). This happens because 85 matched the second condition. The key point here is that only one code block executes. Even though our score of 85 would also satisfy the third condition of being greater than or equal to 70, PowerShell stops checking once it finds the first true condition. This is why the order of your conditions matters. You can chain together as many else-if clauses as you need. This example shows a time of day classifier. We have a variable called time set to 14, representing 2 p.m. in 24-hour format. PowerShell checks each condition in order. Is time less than 6? No. Is it less than 12? No. Is it less than 17? Yes. So it outputs afternoon and stops. This demonstrates how you can build sophisticated decision trees that categorize inputs into multiple distinct categories. Let's review the key points. First, conditions are always evaluated from top to bottom in the order you write them. Second, only the first true condition will execute, even if multiple conditions would be true. Third, you can use as many else-if clauses as your logic requires. There's no limit. And fourth, while the else clause is optional, it's good practice to include it as a safety net to handle unexpected values. Now it's time for you to practice. Here's your challenge. Write a script that categorizes temperatures as cold, cool, warm, or hot based on numeric ranges that you define. Start by creating a variable for temperature, then build an if-else-if-else structure with appropriate conditions. Test your script with different temperature values to make sure all your code paths execute correctly. This hands-on practice will solidify your understanding of multiple condition testing.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.